Have you ever been promised quick money with little to no effort? Has someone ever said something like this to you? Invest 10,000 francs and get 100,000 next week? Let's talk about this. Hello everyone and welcome to Your Money, Your Power. Today let's talk about scams slash Ponzi schemes. Now, Ponzi schemes originated from an Italian swindler called Charles Ponzi. Charles Ponzi actually promised investors that he could give them 50% returns in 45 days or 100% returns in 90 days. What he was actually doing was he was paying the older investors with the money he got from the more recent investors. And once he couldn't get new investors to invest in his scheme, the whole thing blew. Now, let's talk about some investments or some things that you should look out for to identify a scam. Now, the first one is the get rich quick promise. Now, the best way to get rich is slowly because it is more sustainable. If you meet successful people, most of them will tell you it took me 5 years, 10 years, some even 20 years to actually become rich. Beware of anything that promises you quick riches. Number 2, unrealistic high returns. Now, they'll tell you something like you make 30% or 50% of your money in 1 week. That's unrealistic. Think about it. It's unrealistic. See, I am in one WhatsApp group and somebody came one day and she was asking this question. She said, somebody wrote to her and said there's a job, a remote job where you could make 200,000 naira per day. And she was like, do you guys think it's real? And what I replied in the group was this: if someone knew how to make 200,000 naira in a day, trust me, the person will not be telling you. You don't even know this person. The person has family members, right? He will go to his family. So unrealistic high returns is something you should watch out for when dealing with any form of investment. The next point is pressure to join quickly. Now, they'll say stuff like, oh, the offer ends tonight. 3 slots left, limited slots. They put you pressure because they don't want you to think. They want you to just bring your money immediately because they want you. What they actually want is your money. So whatever venture or investment where they're putting you pressure to invest, be careful. Number 4, there is no product or service that the company sells. Like about 7 years ago, there was a very popular company here in Cameroon. I'm going to keep the name withheld. And somebody came to me and she was like, oh, I've put my money in this and he gave me this amount, bring money and all whatnot. And I asked her just one question. But where is this money coming from? What do they sell? What product do they sell? What service do they render? She couldn't answer. So I was not interested. And then 2 months later, she lost millions in that company. So you should be careful. If there's no particular product or service that that company is dealing in, it's most likely a scam. And the last point is there is no transparency. There is no record. There is no proof of how the money is being used. You have to be very careful. If you know anybody who is investing in the stock exchange market, they will tell you, I put my money in MTN, or I put my money in UBA, and this is, and this, and this. They know where your money went to. If you don't know where your money is going to, you need to be careful. So what are the recommendations I can give you? Always do research before you invest in any venture, any company. Ask questions. Be as curious as possible. Ask questions before you put your money in anything. Also, don't invest in something you don't understand. I took 2 months just to study the stock exchange market, because I'm at an age where I can't afford to lose money, so make sure you don't invest in something you don't understand. And finally, never invest money you can't afford to lose. Sometimes you hear stories like someone committed suicide because he lost all his money. But don't put all your money in something. Let's say you have 10 million, you put 1 million. If you lose your 1 million, you still have 9 million left. Life continues. So never invest money you can't afford to lose. I hope that this video is going to help someone. Have you ever been scammed before? If you don't mind, share your experience in the comment section. I'll be glad to read from you. Thank you, and God bless you.